routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense. So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Texans, 1st down.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud going to set up the throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
Pretty obvious they're just trying to catch the defense off guard. Everyone's thinking 3rd and long. That's a passing down, and we're going to sneak a run in. So give credit to this defense. They were well prepared for both run and pass, and they don't fall for it.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one's incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. On the option, they give it to Henry.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On the push, right?
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's taken in by Chubb. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 15 yards through the air. First down for Houston.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That is a Dafe Owe. He gets in to drop this. It's a loss of 8. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. On second down, Stroud to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they go with Chubb. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, you find yourself in third and a mile. You're looking to just pick up whatever you can. And for a minute, Mike, I thought the back was going to actually pick up to first down. He doesn't, but it's a heck of a run regardless.
They'll go. It's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
First down, Houston.
Good.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but That's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 32 yards. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
C.J. Stroud sacked.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Here we go. 18. Okay.
A second down throw for Stroud. Out to his right. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. 38 yards.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard.
Yo.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
4th down. Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That was caught. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 19.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Texans ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get the 1st down up past the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. He'll go again here with Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and short, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Jackson now. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
Is a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 54 yards. Here's 1st down. And he'll get about 5.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to do.
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans.
To throw, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Give them credit, they were going for the win, but it remains a 1-point deficit. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the Colts try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Schultz, the tight end. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 15.
They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. Ogunbowale. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now 4 seconds left, and we get a timeout call.
1st and goal, Houston.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Makes the score Texans 13, Ravens 10.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Justice Hill to return. Whoa! And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the